journey of the mango, from the orchard to the global market. In a tropical land blessed with sunshine and seasonal rains, where nature clearly divides the year into two seasons, the dry season when trees blossom and bear fruit, and the rainy season when the soil becomes richer and more fertile. There grows a fruit that is not only familiar in everyday life but also represents economic value, cultural identity, and the pride of a nation's agriculture. That fruit is the mango. Behind its smooth golden skin lies a naturally sweet aroma and the rich, delicious taste of the tropics. But to bring a premium quality mango from the orchard to consumers at home and demanding international markets is never a simple journey. Because behind every mango is a long and meaningful process, a journey shaped by the hard work of farmers, the precision of agricultural techniques, strict quality control, and the ambition to elevate Vietnamese agricultural products to the world stage. In this video, we will follow the journey of the mango through every important stage, from the lush green orchards where each fruit begins to grow, to the careful cultivation and strict quality management. From harvesting at the perfect stage of ripeness to sorting according to export standards, and finally to modern processing technology that transforms fresh mangoes into IQF frozen mango products, an advanced preservation solution that helps retain the fruit's natural color, aroma, and sweetness while delivering the authentic taste of the tropics to consumers around the world. This is not just the journey of a fruit, it is the journey of hard work, responsibility, quality, and the aspiration to go further. A journey that begins in the orchards of Vietnam and reaches the global market. Let us begin that journey right now.
People, skill, and technology. In food processing, machinery alone is not enough. Human skill remains essential. That is why factory workers are continuously trained in a technical operations, a hygiene and food safety, a professional handling skills, air and workplace safety. At the same time, factories also continue to adopt new technologies to improve productivity and consistency. One example is the use of mango cutting machines, which help increase processing capacity and improve product uniformity. The combination of human expertise and modern equipment creates a more efficient, reliable, and professional production system. Behind every piece of frozen mango, when we look at a finished piece of frozen mango, it may seem like just another processed product, but behind it lies a long and careful journey. A journey built on the patience of farmers, the precision of harvesting, the care of transportation, the discipline of sorting, the skill of factory workers, and the strict control of quality systems. Every high-quality mango product is the result of many hands, many steps, and a shared commitment to doing things the right way.
where all value begins. Every great mango begins with one simple place: the orchard. In tropical fruit-growing regions, mango trees are cultivated on a large scale and have become one of the most valuable fruit crops for local farmers. But producing high-quality mangoes is never easy. It requires time, patience, skill, and dedication. A mango tree typically takes around 3 to 4 years, from planting to its first harvest. And once the tree begins to flower, it usually takes another 3.5 to 4 months for the fruit to mature and become ready for harvest. Mangoes here are generally grown in 2 main seasons: a main season from March to June, off-season from October to January of the following year. The off-season crop is especially significant, as it often depends on the farmer's ability to apply flowering induction techniques based on practical knowledge and years of experience. In many farming areas, agricultural machinery and automation may still be limited. Yet despite those limitations, the farmer's experience, persistence, and tireless work ethic continue to play a vital role in producing large volumes of quality mangoes.
Harvesting at the right moment. For farmers, a mango is not harvested simply because it looks ready. It is harvested only when it reaches the proper stage of maturity, what farmers often refer to as mature enough or fully aged. This moment is extremely important. If harvested too early, the mango may lack sweetness, aroma, and full eating quality. If harvested too late, the fruit may soften too quickly and become more difficult to transport and preserve. That is why harvesting mangoes requires more than labor. It requires judgment, timing, and experience. Lower fruits are usually picked by hand, while fruits growing higher in the canopy are carefully harvested, using specialized picking tools or net harvesters, to avoid bruising or external damage. Every movement matters, because in mango production, even a small scratch on the peel can significantly reduce the fruit's market value. Harvesting is not simply about removing fruit from a tree. It is about protecting quality from the very first touch. Each mango is carefully placed into trays, baskets, or containers, preserving not only the fruit itself, but also the many months of labor behind it. And for the farmers, there is a special kind of joy in seeing the fruit they nurtured by hand finally reach harvest in its best condition. From farm to factory, adding value through processing. For mangoes to go beyond local markets, and reach consumers across the world. Another important link is needed: the processing factory. A fruit processing factory is much more than a place where raw materials are received. It is a place where agricultural products are upgraded, standardized, and transformed into higher value products, serving as a bridge between farmers and global consumers. Modern fruit processing factories must operate with advanced equipment, integrated processing systems, and strict quality management protocols. More importantly, a sustainable factory must work in partnership with farmers,
Supporting production technique, connecting raw material zone,
and helping build a reliable supply chain. Because to elevate the value of mangoes, every part of the chain must work together: the farmer, the collector, the processor, and the logistics system. Only then can a local fruit become a global product. Emotional and inspiring. The journey of a mango is not simply the journey from orchard to factory. It is a journey from labor to value, from experience to quality, and from local agriculture to the global market. Behind every sweet mango is the dedication of farmers, the responsibility of producers, and the ambition to bring agricultural excellence further than ever before, toward a future of clean, green, and sustainable agriculture. Every mango represents more than a product. It represents pride. The satisfaction of consumers is also the pride of the people who grow, handle, and transform the fruit. And that is how a mango, grown in a humble tropical orchard, can travel all the way to the world. After harvest, a critical stage of quality. Once the mango leaves the tree, its journey is far from over. After harvest, the fruit is transported to collection points, or preliminary handling facilities. This is where another essential step begins: sorting and grading. At this stage, mangoes are classified according to a size, a weight, a maturity, or external appearance, and overall visual quality. Each category serves a different market purpose. Some mangoes are intended for fresh consumption, while others are destined for industrial processing. In many places, this sorting process is still done manually, relying heavily on the worker's experience and attention to detail. That human judgment plays a crucial role in maintaining quality and consistency. However, post-harvest handling is not always done properly. In some cases, fruit may be dumped carelessly into piles, subjected to excessive pressure, impact, or rough handling. As a result, mangoes may suffer a bruising, a skin damage, a flesh softening, air and reduced overall quality. A mango that looks perfect in the orchard can quickly lose its value if it is not handled with care after harvest. That is why proper post-harvest practices are just as important as growing the fruit itself, because protecting quality after harvest means protecting the farmer's effort and the product's final value. Transportation, a short distance, a big impact. After grading, the mangoes are packed into plastic crates and transported to the processing factory by truck. Although this may seem like a simple step, it has a major impact on raw material quality. Improper stacking or poor transportation conditions can cause a bruising, a pressure damage, a skin injury, air and internal flesh deterioration. That is why careful loading and stable transport conditions are essential to ensure that the mangoes arrive at the factory in the best possible condition, because high-quality finished products always begin with high-quality raw materials.
Entering the factory, the beginning of transformation. Once the mangoes arrive at the factory, those that meet the required standards enter a carefully controlled processing line. This is where fresh mangoes begin their transformation from raw agricultural produce into high-value processed products. Washing the raw fruit. Before processing, mangoes are first washed through a cleaning system designed to remove dust, soil, surface impurities, and foreign materials. This is a critical food safety step. Any remaining contamination could create physical hazards and compromise the final product. Peeling. After washing, the mangoes move into the processing area via conveyor belts. There, workers carefully remove the outer peel. This may appear simple, but it requires skill, precision, and consistency. Peeling too deeply can waste valuable fruit flesh, while incomplete peeling may affect product quality. Seed removal. Next comes the removal of the seed. Using specialized knives and well-practiced techniques, workers separate the mango flesh from the pit quickly and efficiently. This step prepares the fruit for the next stage of production and ensures greater uniformity in the final product. Cutting and shaping. After seed removal, the mango flesh moves to the cutting and shaping stage. Here, the fruit is cut into uniform cubes or pieces with consistent size and shape. This stage is important not only for appearance, but also for a freezing efficiency, packaging convenience, product consistency, and customer usability. With speed, skill, and precision, workers transform fresh mango flesh into clean, attractive, and standardized pieces.